Fourth quarter of action getting started. Railers will have the basketball with a 14-point advantage, 33-19. And guys, a good third quarter for the Railers here this morning.
Yeah, 16-5 run in that quarter, and really we talked about the Railers sometimes not being able to put teams away. That quarter was a step in the right direction.
Bowlby, Olson, Kirby, Podbelsic block on the floor for the Railers. Podbelsic being guarded by Grant. Hands to Gavin. Gavin got his defender in the air but didn't take the shot. Austin's going to drive in. Austin being pushed around by Houston, and then a bad pass as Bowlby wasn't there. Somebody wasn't where they were supposed to be.
First Railer turnover in the fourth quarter.
No, it didn't take long, too, and where were we going to find a way to score with that group on the court, and Gessner quickly comes in.
Yeah.
Got to believe the first couple minutes here of the quarter are very important for Rochester. They need to start making some headway into getting this deficit cut, or the Railers could be looking at a win here as we head through a Saturday afternoon. Houston cut off by Gessner and Podbelsic. Ferguson.
Yeah, good job by the Railer defensive moving.
Underneath off the glass. That is up and good, and that is Ross. 33-21. Podbelsic. And Houston with a push on Austin, and that'll be another foul on the Rockets.
And Gessler checking out, Jeff. So the Railers now have Kirby, Pods, Bowlby, block, and Kirby out for the Railers. Pods.
Drive down the lane. Pod lost it. 6:25 to go. Railers up 33-21. Yek being hounded by Podbelsic. And Podbelsic and Yek, I think, just exchanged Christmas card list.
I'm not thinking they're best buds.
Well, again, the Railers are getting, grabbed and hacked on when driving to the basket. I thought Pod got some contact there going to the basket, but the Railers got to be strong with the ball. Rochester's going to do anything they can to get it.
Tipped away by Olson, but Rochester recovers. Going down the lane, Ferguson high off the glass. That's no good. Ball tipped around. Bowlby will track it down for the Railers.
Whoa.
6 minutes to go here in our fourth quarter. Railers on top by 12. Block. Bowlby. Podbelsic in the corner. Gavin working against Greer. Bowlby looks to make a move, now to Kirby.
Railers content to just pass the ball around.
Block, pull up 15. Back rim, no good. High for the rebound is Yek.
Yeah, good shot. That's a free throw line jumper. It's a good shot for Gavin. Just not to get it to go down, and now the Railers got to get out on the shooters.
Ferguson's three, shoots it over the rim. Pod tracks it down again.
And Rochester seems to be content to
Yeah, it seems like so far. They've gotten some easy baskets in the fourth quarter, and they kind of went away from it there.
Yeah.
Olson gets around. Block
Nice.
goes right by his guy, and then a foul is going to be whistled. Holding foul, I believe they're going to get that on Greer.
Nice play by Block that time with the head fake. Got everybody up in the air and then took it to the hoop.
5:13 to go. Railers on top by 12, 33-21. Podbelsic inbounds it into the backcourt. Jake will track it down. Five minutes to go. Bowlby over to Podbelsic.
Railers just moving the basketball, killing clock.
They can be very patient here. If they're not going to come out and get us, there's no reason to shoot.
Austin will shoot off the back of the rim, no good. Bowlby taps it back out to Kirby.
Yeah, good job by Bowlby. Went up high and did a lot of things well there. Went up high for one and just tapped it back. Knew he couldn't rebound it.
Olson,
Wow.
being watched by Grant.
Wow. Grant's really pounded on Olson.
Kirby and Houston.
Yeah, they're about to go at it, Jeff. They need to be careful with that one.
Podbelsic's three shoots it up long, and a rebound is going to be, foul's going to be whistled on the rebound. It's going to go against the Railers. Foul, I think they get that on Gavin Block. That'll be the third on Gavin.
officials need to be a little careful with Kirby and Houston. They're really banging each other, and it's not just in a sportsmanlike manner.
Houston over to Yeck. Again, 4:15 to go. Railers hanging on to that 12-point advantage. And then a travel is going to be whistled on Rochester.
Well, Rochester's really cut their turnovers in this half. They're only down to 5.
Yeah, their coach is worried about what's happening on this end. You ought to look at his end. Our guys are getting smashed.
Yeah, they are really banging us. Railers just need to keep their heads.
And then we've got traveling whistled on the Railers.
Coach Al's letting the officials know what he thinks.
So the sloppiness that we saw early in the contest has returned here in the mid part of the fourth quarter with 3:45 to go. Lead hangs in there at 33-21. Inside, Grant goes up against Bowlby, and they're going to say Edwards going to be whistled for the foul, and Grant will go to the line shooting 2.
Something tells me that Grant on the floor will not be the last player in this game on the floor.
No, it's gotten jippy on our end, especially. But the Railers have not been moving on defense, and their offensive execution has been bad the last few times on the court, taking ill-advised threes when we're up, 12 points with 3 minutes left here in the game, and those are shots we don't need right now.
That's exactly right, Josh. They should be looking for layups. If you don't have a layup, you don't take a shot.
Jeez. Grant misses the second one after hitting the first one, so it's an 11-point advantage. Railers track down the rebound. 33-22. And then a foul is going to be whistled on Ferguson, who gives that quizzical look to the official. And on both sides, when it gets to be with all the physical play and then something that light of contact is called, you have to believe that there's kind of a question is like, why is that a foul?
Yeah. It's that little thing and all the smashing and blocking our cutters going through the lane is not even close to the same kind of foul that was just called.
Timeout taken on the floor with 3:30 to go in the fourth. Railers up 11. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lincoln Railer basketball. First of 2 for the Railers in Chatham on this Saturday. Right now things looking pretty good with 3:30 to go. Railers up 11. The Railers certainly haven't put on an offensive show here in the fourth quarter, but Rochester's looked even worse offensively.
Yeah, and good thing so now the Railers are in the bonus, so any other foul, that's a foul.
It's a foul every time, Josh. I don't care what the score of the game is. If you're running, you can't just step into front of somebody and push them.
Gesner flips it over now to Olson.
Not sure why they want to go to a 1-2-2 now, but
Olson gets by the first guy down in the corner. Bowlby. Shot fake out over to Olson. Swinging around to Gesner. Top of the key. 3 on the way. Up and good. Gesner with 14.
Yeah, they were doing a good job on their man of making us shoot bad shots and turn the ball over, and then they go to a 1-2-2 where we're going to leave our shooters open.
Yeah, they stopped us 3 straight possessions in that man.
Houston's jumper from the baseline left it short. Van Hook high for the board, and the Railers with 2:40 to go and now have a 14-point advantage. Skip it over in the corner to Kirby. Now to Bowlby. Bowlby's going to drive in. Nice pass underneath to Christian, who gets pushed.
Just pushed in the back.
Gesner, another 3. Rolls off Yeck the board for Rochester. Ferguson, double team coming from Kirby and Olson. Swing it down low to Grant. Grant in the lane. He gets hammered, and he'll go to the line shooting 2 more.
Well, I'm not sure why you send the other team to the line. I'm not sure why we allow the ball inside. I'm not sure why we take 3s. But other than that, nah.
Yeah, it's late
it was
now.
A good look. Gesner had a good look.
Gesner had a good look, and he just made one before. So, you're kind of that heat check.
Yeah. Josh, you were a shooter. You know shooters don't have any conscience.
Right,
you
just
keep firing,
up
right?
there, no matter what the score is.
Eventually you put it up there enough, the points will come.
It's like a slot machine.
That's
the
right.
longer you play, eventually it's going to go in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff, the old saying, winners didn't build casinos, comes to mind.
Harris did. Grant gets them both, 36-24. Again, the Railers with a I want to say comfortable. Just I say that. Holden gets the steal. Holden Houston lays it up and in. Timeout taken by Rochester after the basket. It's just a 30, so we will keep it here at the gym, 36-26. And you know, guys, the Railers were up 33-19, and it's now been a 7-3 run, and it doesn't seem like much, but 2 minutes to go. And one thing, we have yet to go to the free throw line. I have a feeling Rochester may want to change that.
Yeah, they're going to have to pretty quickly.
All you had to do was look at Coach Al's body language to know how unhappy he was with a soft cross-court pass right at the time.
Right, and I don't think Jake was pressured there.
No.
You know, there weren't two guys on him. He wasn't in a trap. So, hey, bring the ball up the floor and look for the middle, see if the middle's open. The Railers got to get the middle guy open against this 1-2-2, just like teams do against us.
Yes.
And then foul by Ferguson, pushing Jake to the ground, trying to keep the pass from getting in there. And
Railers got to hit their free throws now.
Foul on Ferguson.
Yeah, Rochester's going to send us to line every possession for the rest of the game now. So it's going to be up to the Railers to score, and tournament management's going to be unhappy because it's going to take 20 minutes to finish this thing.
Olsen free throw up. Good. Jake's first point of the day. Bowlby will take a seat. Gavin Block checks back in. Olsen second one does not get the roll. Ball loose, but Olsen tracks it down.
Excellent.
Just make him foul you again.
Yep.
Underneath the Van Hook, under 2 minutes to go. Railers up 11. Gesner, long skip pass across the block. Good spacing for the Railers here. Lobs it down to Christian, who kicks it back out to Gesner.
Good job by the Railers. And you got your good free throw shooters going to the line.
Well, for some reason, Rochester led about 30 seconds run off the clock. I'm not sure what the game plan there was, but you got to get the ball back to win.
Yeah, once you commit to a strategy of fouling, then you got to foul every time.
Max Cook going to the line shooting free throws. He makes the first. Max's first points of the day. 38-26, second one up. That one good as well. With just about 90 seconds left and the Railers up 13, you would like to start thinking you can put this one in the win column. Underneath to Grant, lays it up, missed it. Gesner gets the rebound after clearing Grant away. Block into the front court. Gesner back over to the freshman.
Great spacing on the part of the Railers, just flashing somebody into the post and spreading the floor.
Olsen over to Cook, down on the baseline to Christian. Back out to Cook. Block to Olsen. Under a minute to go.
Yep, get your spacing. Too many guys in one area. Get them moving.
Now it's just simply a game of keep away for the Railers.
Yep, get it out of the and stay out of the corners.
Stay out of the corner. That's it, Josh. Spoken like a true coach.
Yeah, get out of there. We got thrown it down there several times, and there's nothing good can happen out of the corner.
Down to 30 seconds. Railers up 13.
Well, I commend Rochester for not making it a war of attrition and fouling all over the place.
And then they bounce it on the sideline, so it'll go back to the Rockets.
Where the ball went to the corner.
And I just heard a few moments ago, nothing good happens when it goes in the corner.
It doesn't.
Ferguson over to Holden Houston. Underneath, Sakaro throws it up. That's no good. Tipped around, and Christian tracks it down.
Houston's well named. He's been holding all game.
Olsen will get it into the front court, and that's where this one will end as Jake will dribble it out, and the horn sounds. And the Railers have picked up the victory here this morning. Final score 39-26. The Railers improve to 10-11 on the season. They are now 5-5 in Central State 8 play.